It's Thursday the 19th of July, just 1 week to go to my birthday, and today is another kind of anniversary. Today is the 100th day since I left Grimsby on the 12th of April, and yesterday I walked through the 1,000-mile barrier. So for those of you who are not necessarily rocket scientists, and I say that quite jokingly, it's taken me 100 days to walk 1,000 miles, so you'll all know that that's an average of 10 miles a day. In actual fact, I've only walked about 70 of those days. I've had 30 days off, so the average is actually 13.3 a day, which sounds far more acceptable. And over recent weeks I've stepped that up. Actually, I'm achieving a much higher average than that now, more like about 15 to 16. So I've booked for another night on the campsite at Gyrn, Goch. Met some lovely people last night, and we're going to have like an early birthday party tonight. It seems a really good reason to celebrate. So John, who's a very nice guy, he's going out shopping today, so he's going to buy me some beer, and I look forward to another night. There was another reason for wanting to leave the van where it is. I've started the upload to YouTube of days 98 and 99, but the internet signal is very bad simply because we're at the foot of a 3 or 4 very steep high mountains, and so the internet signal is particularly bad. So I've switched it on this morning, and it's actually uploading as I speak, and with a bit of luck, when I get back in about 6 hours time, it will have cooked, but who knows. If that doesn't work, I'm afraid it's going to have to wait until tomorrow. Today I'm heading for a place called Nefyn, which is about another 10-15 miles down the coast, around the corner of this kind of peninsula and these 3 bigger mountains that are sitting just behind me. And it's a gorgeous day. I didn't set off until 12 o'clock. It's 1 o'clock now, and I've called in here at a place called Trevor, where you can actually see the campsite that I'm staying at, about 2 or 3 miles down the coast. But it's glorious. It was a good walk yesterday, not as far as I originally predicted for some reason. I calculated it 23 miles, but it was 18. But it's still a good distance. And I was tired last night again. Had an early night, and I feel much better for a good sleep. So I'm just sort of pressing on. I'm hoping that when I get round this corner there's going to be quite a lot more things to video and talk about after all the road walking that I've done over the last couple of days. But you've got to take the rough with the smooth, and you never know what's round the next corner, what you might see or who you might meet, and that's the very reason I'm doing this walk. Right, I'm just outside of Treffer now, and I've met these people, Yasmin and Jelle, and they're from Belgium. So how long have you been in Wales then?
Now about 5 days.
Yes.
Now before we went up Kader Idris.
Yes.
And now we moved on to the sea, and we did a little bit of the Wales coast path.
Yes. Have you been to Anglesey yet?
No, that's there.
The island.
Yeah, that's the island there.
That's the island over there.
No.
I can highly recommend it.
Yeah.
Honestly, I walked around the island last week, and it's it really is fantastic. The scenery and the beaches, and it depends what you like. I mean, if you want peaks and mountains, you won't find the only kind of peak there is it's called Holyhead Mountain. But it's not too big. It'd be easy for you. But it's a stunning view from the top. You know, it's really nice.
Maybe we wanted to see Pilot's End.
Yes.
And Carnivore or something like it. It's a town there.
Castle.
With
Carnarvon.
Carnarvon. Yeah.
Ah, well, that's further down the coast.
Yeah.
That's about 10-15 miles to the south of here. I walked from there yesterday to this campsite here.
Yeah, we are on this campsite.
Yes.
Our tent is on the campsite.
Oh really? That's
Yeah.
fantastic.
And then we go to Lake District.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
We
you
hope
pick.
so.
So, have you been walking here before
Here
No.
in Wales?
in the UK?
In the UK? No. As a little child, I was here with my parents, and I walked up Snowdon,
Yes.
and that's about it.
That got you hooked and wanting to come back.
Oh, I wanted to come back before we needed a passport
right.
because of the Brexit.
Oh, of course. Yeah.
So
yeah.
maybe it's needed in a few years.
I met a German walker who said, I said, what are you doing over here? He says, I'm just walking around Britain before you leave the EU. Before Brexit. I said, I've never heard that as a reason. So
It's
I said,
true.
Goodbye, Britain.
We're on a goodbye tour.
Yes. So whereabouts in Belgium are you from?
Deinze, it's near Ghent.
Ah, really? Yeah, no, Ghent.
Yeah.
I know Belgium quite well. I used to
Yeah.
go there quite a lot. You know, it's not too far away.
No.
You've been to Ghent?
I can't remember
Or Bruges.
specifically. Oh yeah, Bruges is not far. I mean, I'm from Hull, and you can get the North Sea ferry to Bruges,
Yeah.
and or Rotterdam. But I love Bruges. I've been there several times. It's a lovely place. It's like Little Venice, as the British call it.
You should go a little bit further to Ghent.
Yeah.
It's not so overcrowded by tourists. But
Yes.
it's
Worth seeing.
Yeah, very worth.
Oh, well, it's been a real pleasure meeting you, and I hope you do enjoy your journey.
Thank
I
you.
mean, have you got a motor vehicle with you? have you?
Yeah.
Well, we're having a bit of a party on our campsite tonight, which is Gyrn Goch.
Yeah.
It's my birthday in a week's time, but some of the people on the campsite said, well, if you're leaving tomorrow, we'll have a bit of a party. So if you want to come over and have a few beers with us tonight, you're quite welcome.
Okay, we'll do.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you. Very nice to meet you.
Yeah, thank you.
Check
Bye.
out on YouTube and send us a message that you're okay.
Yeah, we'll do.
Thank you very much indeed. Bye-bye. now.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
I'm just south of Trevor, and I've bumped into these three very nice people. Your name is?
Anneke?
Peter?
Ninka.
Right. So where are you from, Ninka?
From the Netherlands.
Wow. I've just met some people from Belgium. Did you meet them?
We saw their car, didn't we?
Yeah?
Yeah. And your name is?
Peter.
Peter.
Yeah.
And where are you from, Peter?
Well, we live in the Netherlands
You live
together,
in the-
although I'm English.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
And
Anneke, also from the Netherlands.
right,
Originally
okay.
as well.
So whereabouts in the Netherlands, if you don't mind?
Right in the middle,
Yes.
town called Wageningen, small town.
Oh yes.
Not
All
so
right.
far from from Arnhem and then
Oh,
the
right,
eastern
yes.
border. Yeah.
My daughter married a Dutchman who's from that area. So,
Oh.
yeah. So yeah. So where are you going, Peter? What's your plan for today and the rest of the week?
Our plan is we're camping nearby on a farm, and
Yeah.
our plan is simply to explore the Lynn Peninsula a bit,
Yes.
take a look around here. So it's a new area for us.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, from what I've seen, I mean, to be honest with you, the last 2 days walking from Menai Bridge to here has been pretty bland, and most of it's been on either the A487 or the A499.
Yeah, we saw the coast path that hits the road for a while, doesn't it?
It's an absolute drain on your
Yeah.
resources, and you
Yeah.
get really tired of it. And the traffic noise, and it's just boring miles, you know. So are you going to go up this mountain today?
Not today.
Right.
We're just walking past the coast today and maybe having a cup of tea elsewhere.
Yeah. The cafes are few and far between on these walks, aren't they? I really do. I love tea. I'm an avid tea drinker, but you know, great. So, and then I mentioned Anglesey. Have you ever considered Anglesey at all?
No, we've only ever been to Anglesey once, briefly, just to pass through it to catch the boat to Ireland.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, the same experience as me. You're more or less on the A55 and that's it. You don't go off the A55.
Yeah.
But there's a very nice place on the north of the island called Amloch. If you walk to the west, you come to a place called Canais, and it's about a 10-mile walk. But it's absolutely stunning, the scenery, and there's loads of things to see in between as well.
Yeah.
All right, well, it's been a pleasure meeting you, and I wish you every success, and I hope you enjoy Wales and this wonderful country.
Well,
Yeah.
thanks. And you too. Good
Thank you
luck
very
on
much.
your.
You've got a card now. You can
Yeah, we'll look you up.
you can catch up with me, and you can catch up with yourself as well now.
Yeah.
Thank you very much indeed to
No
you all.
problem.
Thank you. Bye bye now.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Well, I'm still north of Trevor, and I still don't seem to be getting very far. But I've bumped into these lovely people who have just been for a walk in the opposite direction. And your name is, please?
Susan.
Susan.
And Jeff, yeah.
Susan and Jeff. Where are you from, Jeff?
From Chester.
Chester. Oh, well, you're not too far away then, are you?
Not too far now.
Is this a regular sort of haunt for you then?
Yeah. We're gradually doing the whole of the path if we can, you know,
Yes.
bit by bit. So,
Yes. Yeah.
like you say, it's not too far for us to
No.
travel. Yeah.
But you're like me. You're finding the heat a little bit too much today, Sue.
Yes, it is. I have to stop every so often
Yes. Get your breath back.
and have a drink.
Yeah. Yeah.
But otherwise-
Well, I'm the same, and I mean I've just completed 1,000 miles, and there's nothing wrong with stopping and getting your breath back and having a drink, because there's nothing worse than that totally exhausted feeling, and
It's,
when your legs start to wobble, it's time to have a rest, isn't
oh,
it?
you know that, yeah.
You know, I've done that 2 or 3 times already today. You know, mind you, I had quite a hard walk yesterday. I walked up from Carnarvon to just here. It was about 14-15 miles, so it was a good walk.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
So what other walks have you done, Jeff? Where have you been?
Well, we do the Anglesey path as well, bits of that.
You've done it?
Yeah, well, not all of it, but
Right.
we do. We're doing bit by bit again, you know. So,
Yeah. Well, some of it's really attractive, isn't it?
It's
Yeah.
lovely, lovely area. Yeah,
Yes,
Yeah.
So,
I wasn't impressed with from Newborough Beach to Menai Straits when you go over the steps.
oh, I know the one. Yeah.
After that,
yeah.
you're just on lanes and you hardly see the.
It's not very impressive, is it?
No,
Yeah,
it gets a bit tedious, doesn't it?
The
a bit
further
like-
north you go, the better, isn't it? Yeah.
I agree. I think Amloch and Canais Bay, and I think that part of
Yeah,
it's
beautiful.
very nice.
Yeah.
And near the power station coming down to Church Bay,
That's right. Yeah.
that's beautiful.
It's
Fabulous.
lovely, that,
Yeah, yeah. Okay, well, I know it's been a quick chat, but it's been a great pleasure to meet you both.
Thanks.
And,
Thanks very much.
Yeah.
you know, keep on walking and all the rest.
And yeah, good luck with your round Britain walk. Yeah.
Thank you very much indeed. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet
Thank
you. Isn't it?
And you too.
Bye bye. I've nearly reached the top of the mountain now, and would you believe that I've come across this wonderful Volkswagen T4, which is very similar to mine, apart from mine being left-hand drive. And I've bumped into Fred and Gaynor. So, Gaynor, what are you doing up here then?
We like the view.
Yeah, we've come back. We were here a few days ago, and we've come back for the view and for some free camping.
Yeah, it is absolutely stunning, isn't it?
It is, yeah, it's wonderful.
Yeah.
And we're on our way home actually after a week
Right.
travelling around the Lynn Peninsula.
Right. Where's home then?
Ormskirk, Lancashire,
Ormskirk. Oh, right. That's great.
near Southport.
I noticed the interior of your van as well, Fred. It's looking pretty smart. This is your work.
Yeah, this is what I do actually.
Oh, here we are,
SJS, VW Camper Interiors, bit of advertising
Let
there.
me do a close-up of that
Yeah.
for you. Oh, there we are.
Anybody
wow.
wants an interior, I do Type 2s and Type 4s.
Really? How long
Yeah.
have you been doing that then?
Probably 9 years now.
Really?
9 years, yeah.
But anyway, look, it's been a real pleasure to meet you, and I'm serious about that. If we can just look once more, it's SJS.
There we go.
Because
Have a look at the interior.
yeah, let me just this is
what
all
he does.
this is all Fred's work.
And it's about 8 years old now, this, you know.
Ignore
Really?
the mess.
The interior, it used to be a builder's van and I did it all myself.
Yeah, it's very, very nice.
It's got a heater,
that's really
fridge,
specialised.
cooker.
But
the
you
lot.
do them mainly for the Type 2s, don't you?
Yeah, mainly Type 2s, but I do Type 4s as well. What I do, I make kits and people fit them themselves.
And he's shipped all over the world.
Yeah, it's just shipped one to Sweden.
Wow.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
you have one
One went
Germany,
to
haven't you?
Australia, didn't it?
Australia, yeah.
One
Couple
went
to Holland.
Holland and Netherlands
Yeah.
and Germany.
Fantastic.
Yeah,
oh
yeah.
well.
But my first real international one was Australia.
Right.
And the lady's going to send me some photos soon
all on the
of her,
website, you can
her
see.
camper van on a
Yeah.
Australian beach, you know,
Yeah.
so I can get it on my website. Yeah.
Well, I've got your card. When
Yeah.
I'll put the web address on for you
Yeah,
because
yeah,
thanks.
there's a lot of people who will be watching this,
Yeah, yeah.
and it might create some business for you because it does look very impressive. I've got to say that looks really, really nice.
It's
Yeah,
very-
swivel seats, you see, opens
Yeah.
the van up.
It's really
yeah.
comfy.
Opens
And this
the
is
van
the
right
bed,
up
of
to
course.
the
The bed
yeah.
comes out here.
Yeah, rock and roll bed.
Comes out.
Yeah.
Flat.
Yeah,
Yeah,
And that's our fridge, of course.
Yeah.
Our cooker.
yeah.
yeah. I must admit, I haven't got a fridge. I do struggle without it.
Yeah, oh, it's essential, I think, Jim, a
Yeah.
fridge.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Your
We
cups of
couldn't
tea,
manage without
your
it,
milk.
could we?
Yeah.
It's just an electric one, 12
this is
volt,
our-
but it's
our
really
toilet.
efficient. That's our loo. You're not having a look at that. That's
That's
the
you.
most you're
That's
going
all
to
right.
see.
Yeah, yeah.
That's fine.
Well, it's been an absolute pleasure meeting you. I never expected you to meet
That's
someone
nice to
who's
meet you.
going to offer me such a lovely cup of tea as well. By the way, thank you. I really
And a
needed
biscuit
it.
which you didn't want.
No.
Well, you look like you needed it, Jim.
Yeah. Well,
You look like
it's
you-
the first time, to be honest with you, where I've kind of struggled.
Yeah, you look like you
You
needed
know,
it.
I just found myself breathless several times,
Yeah,
and mind you, it is a very steep incline.
Yeah.
You've done very well at your age.
That's what I like about you.
Very honest, my way.
Yes. Anyway, thank you very much. Pleasure to meet you.
Yeah,
Thank you very
and
much.
you. Yeah.
Cheers. Well,
Thank
I haven't moved far. I haven't left the top of the mountain yet, and I've bumped into these 5 walkers who are. I don't know whether they've been up the mountain, whether they're on the way up or on the way down. Your name, please, is your name?
Sinom.
Sinon.
My name is Roger and we are from Switzerland.
Roger from Switzerland.
Yes.
Silas and also from Switzerland.
And Mike from Switzerland also.
Mike from Switzerland. And,
Queen from Switzerland.
And where
And
from?
Vietnam.
and Vietnam. Oh, I've met people from all over the world on this walk, but nobody from Vietnam. That's
So that's
very
the
interesting.
first.
That's really interesting. Very, very nice to meet you. And so, what do you think of this country and the scenery and the weather and everything? Are you happy with it?
So, well, the weather, so far it's nice.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh well, yeah. Well, it's probably the nicest it's been for years.
Yeah. Can't be better, of course.
And I mean, obviously, you know, it's the British weather to some people is not very not
we
very
did not
hot.
expect it that hot.
No, actually,
Yeah,
it's not
perfect.
British weather. It's pretty southern weather.
It is.
We actually
Welsh
we
weather.
decided we wanted to go to Britain for a walk, so it's not so hot.
Yes.
No, but it's really nice.
Yes,
But
yeah.
we're surprised that it's so dry. It's pretty dry.
It's very
everywhere.
unusual.
Yeah.
I've never known
Yeah.
it. I've never known it like this. I'm 70 years old, and I've never seen it as dry
Yeah.
like through May, June, and July.
Because Yeah, normally when we're in England, everything is so nice. When you come here, everything is so green because of the rain and stuff, and this time it's very dry.
Yeah.
So we were a bit surprised, but it's beautiful.
like
We had a really nice walk. We went over the moors over there on the mountains, over those moors, and now we're back down the hill. I'm getting picked up by a taxi, and then going to do the rest of the walk. 10 days.
Are you going to walk anywhere else in Britain?
Yes, just in the north of Wales.
North Wales.
But
North
2
Wales,
years
yeah.
ago we went to Cotswolds also for walking for 1 week in autumn. It was also very, very nice, and no one day with rain. Just perfect.
Well, that is good. I mean, my opinion is that you don't see a country properly until you actually see the coastal path. And you know,
but
what
Switzerland,
is on the coast.
you can't do the coastal path.
No, you took the words out of my mouth. I was just about to say maybe the Swiss Navy might have something to say about that.
But how long does it take you to do the whole path? If you do, I think it's 800 miles, right? The whole path?
That's Wales.
That's Wales.
Only Wales, yeah.
Yes, well, I mean, I'm averaging 12.5 miles a day.
Okay.
So, quick mathematics on that. It's going to take about maybe 65 days. So it's a couple of months. It'll take 2 months to do the whole lot.
So you're doing the whole lot of Britain, or?
I'm doing the whole lot of Britain, which is 5,000 miles.
Wow.
So I start on the east coast and work anti-clockwise all the way around until I finish back in my hometown.
Oh, nice.
And what about yourself? The walking, do you find the walking good in this country?
Yeah, it's really nice. I like the ways, but the street sometimes it's too loudly and really hot because of the floor, the street.
It's good, very hard, hard on your feet. Yes, I agree with you.
Wales I also like, because the most thing I like is in mostly villages there is a castle, a known castle, and it's most of the time it's beautiful.
Church.
So you like the history, you know, because there is a lot of history here. There are some remarkable buildings.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And you, I mean, Vietnam. I know it's a completely different terrain and all that kind of thing. But what attracted you to want to come here?
For me, definitely culture and language first, and then of course landscape.
Yes.
Yeah, and Vietnam is totally different, and now I'm living in Switzerland. It's also different from here, so I mean, I can say I love everything British.
Yes. How do you manage with? We've got English language and Welsh language. Are you managing to get on with the Welsh words, because I can't do it. It completely confuses me.
The location, if it's written in Welsh, we have no idea.
Yes, exactly.
But of course, the people when they speak normal English, of course, with a Welsh accent. So you have to really listen to it. But I find it so nice.
Yes, yes. Well, it's been an absolute pleasure meeting you all. You're all very nice people, and you know, I'm glad to see you here, and it's very refreshing to see you here. And thank you very much indeed for your time. And check out yourself and my adventure on YouTube, and
we will do that.
And you will be on, if not tomorrow, the day after.
Everybody has to subscribe.
Everybody has to subscribe. That is nice. We
because
do that.
I do have other adventure films on as well. So if you subscribe to my channel, please, and it's free, obviously, and you'll see other adventures.
And we will wait for your next travel, going over the Swiss Alps around.
Yes, with an elephant.
Yes. Maybe with an elephant, like Alexander
that's a good idea.
the Great.
Yeah. That'd be lovely.
Okay,
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Cheers, mate. Thank you very much.
And have a good trip, eh?
Yes. Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you very
enjoy.
much indeed.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye now.
Very
Bye-bye. it's 6 o'clock now, and I've abandoned the final part of the walk along the coast because it was quite a bit too far out of the way, bearing in mind the time. So I'm walking on the road into Nefyn. I think I'm only about probably a mile away. I'm keen to get in there and have something to eat because I haven't really eaten today. We've got a little bit of a get together on the campsite tonight, so I can't be drinking on an empty stomach. It's been a great day, as you've seen. The mountain took my breath away, literally. It was so difficult to get up there at times, and I didn't go up the chosen path, which is an old road that was obviously built by the people who used to get the slate and ship it down into Trevor to be shipped off to all parts of the world, I would imagine. And but it's been lovely. It's been absolutely great. I wish I'd have set off a bit earlier, and in a way I wish I wasn't committed for tonight, but that's the way life is. So I've met some great people from all over the world: Switzerland, Holland, Belgium, Vietnam. The list gets longer of all of these different countries, and they're all such wonderful people, and it's a pleasure to meet all these people. Fred and his wife, how's the name, I've forgotten, I'm really sorry, looked after me, gave me a nice cup of tea, had a quite long chat with them, and they were lovely people, absolutely lovely people. So I'm only about a mile, I think, now from Nefyn, and I'm going to have a little break, work out the bus timetable. If there isn't a bus, I'll get a taxi, and I'm not far off now. I can see it in the distance. I must say you're a very nice guy.
Oh, thank you very much.
What's your name, sorry?
My name's Cliff.
Cliff?
Griff.
Griff?
Yeah,
wow,
well, actually my name's Griffith John